Imagine being able to influence someone's decision without saying a single word. Picture entering a room and people instantly pay more attention to you, not because you're louder, but because you subtly know how the mind works. Every day, you're surrounded by psychological forces, quiet, invisible, yet incredibly powerful. What if you knew how to use them in your favor? Today, you're about to discover 19 psychological tricks that actually work. Simple techniques backed by human behavior and science that can change how people see you, trust you, and respond to you. Stay tuned because some of these will shock you. Behavior is driven by subconscious biases, habits, and hidden triggers. Think about it. Have you ever bought something just because the salesperson smiled? Or trusted someone simply because they repeated your name? You might not even realize it, but psychology shapes your choices every single day. Marketers use it, leaders use it, even your friends and family might unknowingly use it. But here's the secret: you can use it too. Imagine having an invisible toolbox filled with subtle techniques that help you connect with people instantly, make conversations flow smoother, or even get that yes when you need it most. These aren't manipulative mind games, they're natural shortcuts that align with how the brain already works. And here's the twist: while these tricks are surprisingly simple, their effects are profound. They can help you in interviews, relationships, negotiations, and even in everyday life when you're trying to build trust or leave a lasting impression. In this video, we'll break down 19 psychological tricks you can start using today. Some are tiny gestures with massive impact. Others are patterns you can weave into conversations to instantly shift how people feel around you. And the best part? Once you know them, you'll start noticing them everywhere. So, let's uncover these hidden levers of influence one by one. Psychological tricks often work because they bypass the logical mind and speak directly to emotion. Here are the first set of tools you can carry into your daily interactions. 1. The power of names. When someone hears their name, their brain lights up. Use people's names in conversations. It creates connection and shows respect. 2. The mirroring effect. Subtly mimic someone's gestures or tone. It makes people feel like you get them, building unconscious trust. 3. The pausing effect. Silence after a statement can make your words feel more powerful and encourage others to open up. 4. The foot in the door technique. Ask for something small first. Once people say yes, they're more likely to agree to a bigger request later. 5. The Zeigarnik effect. Our brains hate unfinished business. If you start telling a story but delay the ending, you keep people hooked. 6. The compliment sandwich. When delivering criticism, frame it between two positives. People accept feedback without becoming defensive. 7. The power of touch. A light touch on the shoulder during conversation increases warmth and trust, but only when done respectfully. 8. The scarcity principle. We want what's rare. Whether it's limited time offers or last chance deals, scarcity makes things feel more valuable. 9. The peak end rule. People don't remember every detail. They remember the peak moment and the ending. Make those two parts shine. 10. The halo effect. First impressions matter. If you appear confident and well-dressed, people unconsciously assume you're competent in other areas too. 11. The double nod. While listening, nod twice. It encourages the speaker to keep going, giving you more information. 12. The because trigger. Studies show people are more likely to comply if you give a reason. Even if it's weak, the word because carries power. 13. The rule of reciprocity. When you do something nice for someone, they feel obliged to return the favor. Small kindnesses open big doors. 14. The anchoring effect. The first number or option someone hears sets the standard for comparison. If you mention a high price first, other options seem cheaper. 15. The door in the face technique. Start with a large request they'll likely refuse, then follow up with a smaller one. The second request feels more reasonable. 16. The spotlight effect. Most people think others notice them far more than they do. Use this to your advantage. Be bold because fewer people are watching than you fear. 17. The Ben Franklin effect. When someone does you a small favor, they're more likely to like you because their mind justifies the effort by thinking you're worth it. 18. The Pygmalion effect. Expectations shape behavior. Treat someone like they're capable and they'll rise to meet that belief. 19. The decoy effect. When given 3 choices, people tend to choose the middle one. Present options strategically and you can guide decisions without pressure. Each of these may look small, but together they form a silent force. Subtle nudges that shift how people respond without them even realizing why. Here's where it all comes together. The real power lies not in knowing these tricks, but in seeing them everywhere. Imagine walking into a negotiation. You use their name, mirror their tone, and present options with a strategic decoy. Suddenly, you're not just having a conversation, you're steering it. But the true climax is realizing this. Psychology isn't about control, it's about connection. Think about the Pygmalion effect. When you believe in someone, they believe in themselves. Or the rule of reciprocity. When you give first, you inspire generosity in return. These aren't tricks to manipulate people. They're bridges. Bridges that make interactions smoother, more trusting, and more human. Still, there's a darker side. Marketers use scarcity to make you panic buy. Manipulators use anchoring to skew your sense of value. When you understand these tools, you gain not only power, but protection. You'll see the strings being pulled, and you won't fall for them so easily. This is the turning point. You're not just learning how to use psychology, you're learning how to defend against it. You'll start noticing when someone repeats your name too much, when they sandwich criticism, or when they use silence as a weapon. Awareness becomes armor. So, here's the climax. Psychology is everywhere, and now you can see it. Now that you know these 19 tricks, the question is, what will you do with them? Start small. In your next conversation, simply remember someone's name. Notice how it changes the warmth in their response. Try the double nod and watch how easily people open up. These aren't huge leaps, they're small steps that over time create massive influence. And when you recognize these techniques being used on you, don't be angry, smile, because you're no longer unaware. You have the choice to play along, resist, or even turn the moment into an opportunity. The real impact of these psychological tricks isn't about gaining advantage over others. It's about creating better connections, understanding human behavior, and building the kind of presence that people remember long after the conversation ends. Think of it this way. Every day, you're leaving an imprint on people. These tricks are your way of shaping that imprint intentionally. Will they see you as trustworthy, charismatic, inspiring? That choice is yours. So the next time you walk into a room, remember, you're carrying a hidden toolkit. Use it wisely. And now I'll leave you with this. If psychology can change the way others see you, what happens when you use it to change the way you see yourself? Reflect on that. Share your thoughts below. And don't forget, someone out there needs this knowledge too.